Hi, I'm Andrew Bailey, Director of Collections here at the Pima Air and Space Museum. I'm here today to talk about our newest acquisition, a unique aircraft that we're really excited about adding to the collection. And you can see it right here behind us. And that's the Boeing 747 SP SOFIA. It's unique in two different ways. First, a Boeing 747 SP. I'm sure a lot of you have heard of what a Boeing 747 is, but many of you may not know what an SP is. During the 70s, Boeing came up with an idea of that they needed a different aircraft, a smaller aircraft that was a wide body that could compete with other smaller wide bodies like the DC-10 and the L-1011. They also wanted an aircraft that could fly long distances without having to refuel. So they came up with the 747 SP, which is essentially a 747 with a shorter fuselage, about 47 feet shorter than the 747-100, a taller tail, and other different changes. They allowed the aircraft to fly at higher altitudes and longer distance. The first one was delivered to Pan Am in 1976. It flew Pan Am's longest route, which was from New York City to Tehran in Iran, nonstop. A year later, this aircraft went into service with Pan Am and was named Clipper Lindbergh, named after the famed aviator. The aircraft also spent time flying with United before retiring from airline service. Only 45 SPs were ever built, partially because they were just too expensive to maintain and to fly, and also newer airliners were coming out that could fly farther distances with a cheaper cost. So what does SOFIA stand for? SOFIA stands for Stratospheric Observatory for Infrared Astronomy. That means this aircraft has a 19-ton telescope mounted inside it. SOFIA was a combined project with NASA and the German Space Agency. Many space objects emit their energy in the infrared wavelength, which means they can't be seen through a traditional telescope, which is why this aircraft has an infrared telescope. SOFIA flew her missions at 45,000 feet, flying 99% above the infrared blocking atmosphere. This allowed the telescope to see things that ground-based telescopes couldn't see. SOFIA was also mobile. This allowed her to fly literally almost anywhere in the world to take observations. Northern hemisphere, southern hemisphere, even out over the ocean where there are no ground-based telescopes. Despite all this, last year, NASA and the German Space Agency decided to retire SOFIA. We are lucky to have SOFIA retire here to the Pima Air and Space Museum, where she will be displayed along with other NASA aircraft like the Super Guppy, the Vomit Comet, and the NB-52A X-15 mothership. For the next few months, NASA and the German Space Agency will be working on preparing SOFIA for public display. After that, she will go on display where the general public can see her, and on specific days, the public will be able to tour the interior of SOFIA. Stay tuned for our next episode, where we'll show you the interior of SOFIA. This aircraft went into service a year later with Pan Am and was named Clipper Lindbergh, named after the famed aviator. The aircraft also, I wanted to talk about United and then I messed that up.
No, you're fine.
Okay, I'll start right from. SOFIA flew her missions at 45,000 feet, 99% above the atmosphere. Well, above, I don't know why I keep,